Hello, everybody. Happy Friday night. Welcome to Music Forward's Open Mic Fridays. We are so excited. Listen, you guys could be anywhere in the world. We all know outside is wide open, but you have chosen to spend a portion of your Friday night here with us. And we are so excited. I am your hostess with the mostest, Lydia Caesar. And I'm excited to be starting, first of all, a new season, our fall season of Open Mic Fridays, where we bring you the freshest new talent from around the globe. Yes, we have had talent from Africa on here. We have had England on here. Literally, this virtual space allows us to tap into any market. So, super excited to be bringing you a fresh new episode of Open Mic Fridays. Thank you so much for joining us on Twitch. Okay, listen, do not forget to subscribe to us on Twitch. If you have not, take a moment, do so now. Subscribe right on this platform. We do so many amazing things so that you never miss out. Now, before we even get completely rolling, I want you to do me a favor, right? Somebody sent you this link, most likely one of the artists or a friend sent you this link and said, tune in and watch. You may not even know exactly what this is, and I'm going to explain in a minute. But before we do that, send the link to somebody else right now. Just text it to a friend like, hey, join in. This is like a really cool virtual showcase that's happening. Tap in. Let's fill up this room for these fresh new artists so that they can have so many eyes on them. All right. So, let me tell you a little bit about Music Forward and Open Mic Fridays. What is it? Like I said, you got the link, you tuned in because you're supportive, but you're not exactly sure what it is. Well, Music Forward is an organization that connects young people from our communities directly to the music industry. How they do this via career development, artist development programming designed to transform young lives, inspire careers, and champion a more inclusive music industry. Listen, I'm a host, but I'm also an artist, a songwriter. I know personally how hard it is to really break into the industry, right? Sometimes it seems like this is you, the artist, the industry's over here, and you don't know how to get there. Well, Music Forward is that bridge. It's bridging the gap one moment, one event, one lecture, one lesson at a time, right? So that's what Music Forward is. What is Open Mic Fridays? So it's not your traditional, typical open mic where just anybody can grab the mic and sing or rap, right? We vet these artists and find them, and it's a performance showcase where young artists they share their talents, they gain exposure. You're here, right, watching, and they get live feedback directly from industry experts with successful careers in music. That's what makes Open Mic Fridays so different, right? Don't you hate when you're trying to accomplish something and somebody who's never done it is trying to tell you how you can or can't do it? It's like, how you know? Right? This is not that. We have two experts who you'll meet in a moment who've been in the industry who have been successful, who are going to pour directly into these artists as soon as they're done with their performance. All right. So, let's get it back on track to tonight's show and our lineup. First of all, we're going to need help from you, the audience member. You like me? You want me to do something? Yes, we do. We want you to participate. From tonight's showcase, we're going to be inviting back two special performers for our finals showcase that will take place in December. One will be the artist with the most fans in the audience. So that is where you come in. Make sure you participate in the poll that we are going to be running. You know those cool Instagram polls? Well, we're going to run one for each artist. So head over to our Instagram page at Music Forward. Very simple. Everything's spelled exactly how it is. No, spaces, hyphens, none of that. Just Music Forward, and show love to your favorite, whoever you came to support. Whoever gets the most love is the person who's going to be coming back. Not to mention, we have also partnered with Sennheiser once again for this next season to provide professional equipment to our artists. The two artists selected tonight will receive a Sennheiser Evolution E835 microphone to use for both recording and stage, similar to the microphone that I have right here. See, this is a Sennheiser. Okay. And the artists selected from our end of the season showcase will also receive a pair of headphones, an audio interface, and a 1 hour private session with an engineer. So basically, everyone, the two artists that get caught, that get put into the December showcase, compete for like a final prize package. So there's a lot of opportunity here for these artists, and that's a part of why I love doing this. Now, before we get started with the artists, let us meet our industry guests. Industry guests, you may both now turn on your cameras. While they're turning on their cameras, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. First, we have Alex Duncan. He is an artist and an A&R for Sony ATV. A singer-songwriter going by Adiv, was born and raised in New York. Woo woo, me too, Queens, New York to be exact, to a musical family. Having never given up his musical background, Adiv would go on to write and collaborate with some of music's biggest stars. He is currently focused on his own music, developing artists, and writing. Alex, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for
So,
having me.
yes, we are honored. So, should I call you Alex or Adiv
You
for
can
today?
call me Alex for the purpose of this, Alex.
Okay. All right. So I have a question for you. We're going to kick it off, picking your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think are some of the key components to building a social media following?
Oof. Number one, always be yourself. I think that so much has been done in the past 10 years that we feel like we have to put on a certain persona
Right.
or be perfect or have the perfect aesthetic or, what we put out into the world has to be so curated when in reality, the people that we love the most are the people that we prop up the most, right?
Yeah.
So your most authentic self, create your content consistently, and just reach out to the people you want to reach out to with your voice.
Yes, love that. Authenticity can sometimes feel like a lost art nowadays. So I think that's like a super, super
Yeah,
gem for
yeah.
anybody paying attention. Perfect. Love that. All right. Next, we have Justin Bishop, A&R and manager from MDDN. Justin Legacy Bishop Evanston, an Illinois native, currently based in Los Angeles, has spent the past few years building a resume as one of the most promising up-and-coming managers and A&Rs, working with artists such as Mark E. Bassi, K Camp, Vic Mensa, Joe Trufant, and more. Justin found his path in the industry while attending Augustina College in Illinois and launched their student run music festival called Slow Fest. For the next 5 years, Justin has gone from a personal assistant to managing some of today's favorite acts in hip hop, R&B, and pop. Justin, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Glad
Yeah,
to be
we're
here.
super excited. I love your bio, your story. Tell us, what's the best way to climb the ranks? You know, you started out as a personal assistant and now you're a manager. How do you go from a personal assistant or an A&R or an intern to, your dream job?
Really just putting your head down and doing the work and then finding a place to bring value. I think that's the
Mhm.
biggest part is just finding something that you can bring to the table
Yeah.
and then really just putting your foot forward from there, honestly.
Love that. You know what? It's so funny. That's like my 2022 whole like thing has been like, what value are you bringing? Like that's what I always push
Mm.
to like artists I'm talking to, art to myself. Like, because as artists, we can be really like, I'm talented. You should
Yeah.
want to work with me. But it's like, okay, there's a lot of talented people. What else? Right? What value are you going to bring to whoever it is that you want to invest in you? Because there's got to be a return. So that's
100%.
key. That's super key. Think about what you bring to the table for sure, and hone that. Awesome. Well, we are super excited to have both of you here tonight. I'm excited for how you're going to pour into these artists, and we will be talking with you all throughout the evening. So for now, you can both turn off your cameras because we're about to bring these artists out. Are y'all ready? And the crowd goes, hey, I can hear it, even though we're virtual, I can feel the vibes. Okay. All right. We're going to keep the energy high for these artists. Let's get started. Last thing I want to do is just remind you that the chat is open on Twitch tonight. An encouraging word can go a really long way. Being an artist, especially independent artists, is such a tough journey. It's fun, it's exciting, but it has its highs and lows. And in the low moments, the words of encouragement can really sustain an artist. So keep the chat positive, uplifting, share positive thoughts and support with these artists tonight. Let's just uplift them. All right. All right. Coming to the virtual stage, we have our first performer, King Kairos. Come on in. You may now turn on your camera. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about King Kairos. King Kairos is a 21-year-old rapper producer from St. Paul, Minnesota. His musical style ranges from hip hop and R&B to pop and soul. Kairos works with artists around the Twin Cities, providing them with studio resources and album production to help further their success. Kairos hopes to pursue a full-time career in performance and music production. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing okay today.
Yes, we are. You are bringing the vibes, the look. You got the ambiance in the background. Okay. Love it. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to be performing tonight.
So this song that I'm performing is called Summer Flirt. So it's from an EP I dropped last month. And it's just a little vibe, something that I made for a little someone that I was thinking of, and it ended up turning out really nice. I'm really inspired by Prince, so I use a very 80s style with the beat. So I'm very happy how it turned out.
So it came from a real place.
I mean, you could say that, yeah.
No, I love records that come from a real place. So I'm excited. I heard you at Soundcheck yesterday. I'm excited for the audience to get to hear you. So without further ado, King Kairos, take it away.
Most definitely. I appreciate y'all listening. I'm going to get right into it. And again, my name is King Kairos. You can follow me on all social media. I'll tell you a little bit after this performance. Shout out Music Forward. Yeah, I'll put you first. Empty my purse. You quake my earth. My summer flirt. You want me bad. I want you worse. I'll put you first. My summer flirt. Yeah, times I said that I'll feel this. Yeah, treating like moments of weakness. Yeah, I'm better off hopeless, girl, yeah, we both know this. And I'd compromise for you, but you've been lying, we've been stealing. I said I had your feelings, and tell me what we fighting for, girl, should I even try? There's no way you concealing, but you look so damn appealing. And honest, have my doubts about you, but you got what I want, so girl, there's no need to rush. My summer crush, we don't do much. Said love and touch, girl, you know about all my girls, but no one know about you. But if you want back in my life, I'll tell you what I'll do. Girl, you know that I'll put you first. Empty my purse. You quake my earth. My summer flirt. You want me bad. I want you worse. I'll put you first. My summer flirt. So now you wanna act out. Got you begging for attention, want me back now. You might just think me conceited, but I keep it real every season, yeah. why you on my line now? Get self-love, lots of self-doubt, running in circles, repeating. I'm tired of all this repeating. I know in your mind you thinking that I played you twice. You know I'll never double cross you, cross my heart. So please don't start with me. I can't apologize for seeing right through your disguise, but baby, I'm in summer vibing with you. That summer vibing with you. I ain't summer vibing with you. That summer vibing with you. Yes, I'm a vibing with you. Ooh, ooh. Hey, shawty, I like vibing with you. That summer vibing with you. That summer vibing with you. I'll put you first. Empty my purse. You quake my earth. My summer flirt. You want me bad, I want you worse. I'll put you first, my summer flirt. Hey, I appreciate y'all for listening and tuning into Music Forward. I had a lot of fun performing this track. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yes, it's definitely a vibe. So is this out?
So right now, yes, it is. It's available on all streaming platforms,
Okay.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, you name it.
Yes, it sounds like definitely a windows down, riding in the car, the breeze blowing type of vibe. I loved your energy. You know, you really brought it. It's a Zoom can be really weird to have to perform. You know, it's like you're in front of your computer screen, but you definitely like brought us in with your performance. So great job.
I appreciate the words of kindness. Like they
Yes, I mean it. I mean it. If I didn't believe that, I would just be like, okay, let's get our industry guests in. I wouldn't say nothing. All right.
No.
Industry guests, you both may now turn on your cameras. And let's get some feedback. All right, Alex, let's start with you.
Hey, bro. Firstly, how long have you been performing?
I've been performing for about 7 months now.
Okay. Well, I will start off by saying you have some of the best organic energy I've seen. So you're in leading with your energy, no matter what you sounded like. I was already like, let's go. Let me listen to this guy. Never lose that. You seem like a very humble person, and that comes few and far between in the industry. So keep the energy you have, as personable as you are. It will always make you be received in rooms that you probably didn't even know you can get into. Secondly, my feedback for you, the song is cool. Definitely, like you said, a summer vibe. I can see it like driving down PCH in LA, like, you know, with the top down. How often do you rehearse your songs to perform?
To perform, I usually take about a week to memorize the lyrics, because I freestyle all of my tracks, which means that the second time going around, it's hard to remember the lyrics.
Okay, so I'm saying that for a reason, right? So I can tell you're singing the whole song lyric by lyric by lyric by ad-lib by ad-lib by ad-lib. So recording a song and writing a song is one part. Mastering how to perform that song is another part. So it's a taste level and areas that you need to stop singing, areas you need to breathe, areas you need to let the track do its thing, areas you need to overemphasize, areas you need to switch up the melody. Because right now you sing the melody like it was recorded, right? So it kind of got monotonous, you know, halfway through. So just take note of that. Whenever you're performing, learn how to perform your song, and you have to learn the song again. So you learn how to perform it, and that way when you perform it, you can do it the same way every time. Because you're never performing in front of the same people more than once usually in your life. That's my feedback. That makes other than that, song's good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for the feedback.
Was this your first time doing this song?
I have done this song maybe one other time before, but yeah, this is my first time really at least doing it in front of the camera.
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. And I mean, that's just like, as you do it more and you get more comfortable, then you'll be able to improvise and, you know, learn what works and what doesn't work. So
yep,
for sure. All right. Thank you, Alex. That was amazing feedback. Justin?
Yeah, hey man, that song, it had me over here dancing. So, you know, no, it definitely reminded me of an artist named Rari. Like your whole aesthetic, your vibe is right there, and the melodies in the song are just were pretty good. And the one thing I would say to just hone in on is just the lyrical content. Like the hook very catchy, and it really sets the tone for the record. And then in the verses, just kind of complement that a little bit. But overall, record's fire, bro. Like, I really would love to see you on stage just vibing out to that and just going crazy. Like, you did your thing.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. I'm taking recorded notes too, so I'll make sure that I go back and workshop everything y'all been talking about. I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah,
Good.
for sure, man. Overall, great job though, bro. Keep at it.
All right. So King Kairos, you have a question for our experts. Go ahead, shoot your shot.
Most definitely. So, everybody's career is a journey. There are a lot of highs and lows in the process, and I was just wondering, with y'all's experience, like in the music industry, what was the moment you felt the most dejected, that you wanted to almost do an about face and turn another direction career wise?
Oof. Okay. If I can be bluntly honest with you, there are moments every year where I want to quit music.
Man, talk about it.
I'm being very honest with you, which is the point of this. Music is not something that you go into knowing that you're going to feel one day like, oh, I've made it, right? I've hit several milestones in my life, and every time you hit that milestone, you're like, oh, I need to do more. I need to do more. I won't lie, it is an uphill battle, right? Because even entering the industry takes time. But if you wake up every day, you have this unwavering need and desire to create, that is enough to sustain you and keep you going. And what I will say is that a lot of the uphill battles are, feeling like you're validated, feeling like you deserve to be where you are, having people respect you in the room. But as long as you stay steadfast in your talent and working on writing, working on lyrical content, working on vocal production, performance art, learning how to present yourself as an artist, your presence will be undeniable. But I won't say it doesn't come without its shortcomings and without its pitfalls, because it does. But if you mentally prepare yourself for that, music is definitely something that takes time, and there's no one road to success. Like, his story is not my story. My story is not her story. But as long as you stick to what your heart is and what your talent is, and you give to your talent, you'll be okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for your answer.
All right, Justin.
I agree with everything you just said, for real. Just because I've had that journey for sure, kind of starting off as an intern and now kind of leading the charge and being the point person. I think it's just really figuring out your why, and just always keep going back to why you're doing this, what motivates you to make music and write. I feel like we all have this passion, but passion without work gets you nowhere. So once you start to figure out your why, and just every morning just keep that in your back of the mind, and it'll take you places you have never seen before.
Love it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. You guys, that was great. Great question, Kairos. And listen, if you're in the audience and you came to support King Kairos, make sure you head to the poll at Music Forward on Instagram. Show love if you want Kairos to be the artist that comes back in December. Thank you all. All of you may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, kick the show off with a bang. Thank you for that amazing performance, King Kairos. We are moving right along, coming to the virtual stage. We have Beshan. Come on in. Before we go any forward, I want to make sure that I said your name right.
Hi, yeah, my artist name is just Beshan, Beshen.
Beshan. Okay, great. So let me tell I just want to make sure, I wasn't trying to say it wrong. Okay, so let me tell the audience a little bit about you.
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Beshan. I'm born and raised in St. Louis, currently based in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
I'm turning 25 on October 3rd. Let's see what else I play. A range of different genres, from pop, rock, country, just whatever I'm feeling in that moment, I'll write it out.
Yeah.
And today I'm going to be playing for you guys a song that I'm going to be releasing actually next month, hoping to release it on my birthday.
Nice.
But it's called A Week, and it's actually one of the first songs I ever wrote, and I kind of edited it a little bit and revised it and stuff. And I want to bring it to the world. So.
Okay. Listen, this was off script because I was about to read your bio, but even better, you You just told us about you. So I love that. And I love that you're from St. Louis. I'm actually living in St. Louis right now.
Oh, no way. Sweet.
Yeah, I've been here for the past 8 years. I'm moving next week to Atlanta, but I love that. Where in St. Louis are you from?
I'm from the South County area, like Oakville.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. Always nice to. I feel like I'm a St. Louis, and my husband's from here, so
Okay, yeah.
I've been here for a while, and I've done a lot of amazing things, and I'm gonna move. But love that when I saw your bio, I was like, "Oh, St. Louis in the house."
Yeah.
Great. So I'm excited to hear your song that you're going to perform
Thank
for
you
us
so much.
tonight. Yeah. So without further ado, Beshin, take it away.
Thank you. This song's called A Week. Waiting on a Sunday, I'm trying to clear my mind, wondering if I'll see you, because you're swimming in there all the time. Will it be a week, a month, a year till I find you? Will it be a week, a month, a year? I'm tired of trying, 'cause I'm feeling weak. I think I need someone to help me, and I just really need for everything to turn out right. I'm not scared of falling, but I'm scared to fly. You catch me crawling back to her every time, but I know that I'll get there somewhere down the line. But will it be a week, a month, a year till I find another you? I find another you. Oh no. Walking down on Sunset Boulevard, I'm trying to pass the time. I'm wondering if I can get you off my chest, if I open up my eyes. But will it be a week, a month, a year till I'm set free? Will it be a week, a month, a year till I'm alive again? 'Cause I'm feeling weak, I think I need someone to help me, and I just really need for everything to turn out right again. I'm not scared of falling, but I'm scared to fly. You catch me crawling back to her every time, and I know that I'll get there somewhere down the line. But will it be a week, a month, a year until I find another you? Oh no, till I find another you. Oh, ooh, yeah. So I'm not scared of falling till I find another you, and I find another you. Thank you. Again, that was A Week. My name is Beshin. You can follow me on all streaming platforms and social media
Yes.
at Beshin Music.
Beshin, let me tell you, you weren't at soundcheck yesterday. I wasn't ready.
Okay.
You are incredible.
Thank you.
Yes, your voice is beautiful. The songwriting was great. You can actually, that's the first thing when you started playing. I was like, okay, you can play for real. Yeah. Yes, you sound so good. You're polished. I feel like you have that special spark. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Absolutely. Industry experts, let's get you in here. I love a good vocal. I'm a vocalist, so it's always about the voice for me. And you gave me vocals just now. All right, Justin, let's start with you.
Yo, man, your voice is crazy. How long have you been making music?
So I mean, I've been singing since ever since I could remember. My dad was a singer as well, and I think he kind of passed the good genes on to me there. Definitely. So yeah, I've been singing since I was a kid. I think I wrote my first song when I was probably about 15 or 16 years old.
Wow.
Fire.
And
No,
I think
you
I
could,
wrote this one a few times after that.
yeah, you could definitely tell that you've been really working at the craft and just very intentional with what you're saying too. Like I could see, I was literally listening to this whole song with my eyes closed because I can literally visualize the song. So
That's awesome. Thank you, man.
great work, man. Very beautiful.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
And you said you're 25.
Yeah, I'll be 25 on October 3rd.
Do you listen? Don't tell nobody you 16, bruh.
Thank
Okay.
you
Period.
so much.
Like for
Appreciate
real. Okay. Not that 25 is old or anything like that,
Right.
but you just look so young.
Well,
All
thank
right,
you.
Alex.
Man, you are great, bro. You give me a cross of Jason Mraz and John Mayer.
Oh, I love it.
But a new
Yeah.
take on it. And as someone, I go to Nashville yearly to write. So like Americana, bluegrass, country, pop, that genre and lane is like where my heart is. So you spoke to me. I mean,
Oh.
lyrical content is, you hit the nail on the head. Vocals hit the nail on the head. Guitar hit the nail on the head. This is something you should be doing. That's all I have to say to you, because you came in, you performed, and it's hard to perform on Zoom. And this goes for all of you. It's almost impossible to perform on Zoom, but you did it. You made eye contact. It was like I felt like I was in the audience. So great job.
That means so much. That means so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree. The Zoom shows are
No
tragic,
worries.
but y'all are killing it. That was great. All right, so Beshan, what is your question for our experts?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a personal question for me. At the stage that I am at an artist right now, I'm at maybe like, I think like a little under 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. You know, I have like around maybe 10 songs out. You know, I've done some collabs with some decently big people, you know, that have, you know, helped me a little bit. So I feel like I've moved to LA here, and I feel like I'm almost kind of stuck. And so I'm just wondering, like, what do you think the next step that like me as an artist should be focusing on, like the number one thing that should be on my to-do list?
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Whoever wants to go first with that.
I'll take a stab at it. I think with the way the industry is moving and social media, I think really taking advantage of like trying to get as much exposure as possible through those platforms. So finding out what platform is working for you and run ads. Maybe you premiere something special just for that platform that's working for you, and just dive into it and then try to, you know, expand that way.
Okay.
Capitalize on what's working, you know.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I
How
have been
are your
on TikTok.
socials?
I'm sorry?
I was going to ask you, how are your socials?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so my Instagram, it's, you know, lacking. I'm trying to up the, you know, activity on it, but on TikTok I've gotten up to like 51,000 followers or something like that.
Good.
Just through posting, you know, singing videos and doing like open verse challenges and things like that, doing whatever I can.
Yeah.
But I'm not somebody that's normally like super active and like posting videos all the time and super into social media. So it's a challenge for me to like make myself record, you know, 3 videos a day or whatever, you know, you should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's really, I'm glad that I was going to ask, I was like, are you on TikTok? You better be on TikTok. Because I can see that you can definitely grow on TikTok. Lean into the socials. Like it's just like free. It's like a free fan base. It's like free marketing and free promotion. So I think that's really great advice, Justin. And I mean, just drag the same content over to Instagram from TikTok. Just drag it over. Don't make your life more complicated than, you know, until you can definitely figure out something different to do on Instagram if you want to, but in the interim, don't let it lag, because Instagram likes consistency too. Just share it, you know, the same stuff. Just so it's not like any lulls, you know, no downtime.
That makes sense.
All right, Alex.
Okay, thank you so much.
So for me, just piggybacking up what Justin said, for me, you have something I call the trifecta. You can play. You don't need anyone else to play for you. You can sing live without post-production, and you're young and handsome and white. Right? So if I'm being honest, right? So let's be honest, right? So when it comes to, there's 2 different ways you can market yourself. There's the analog approach, which was what works for all these years up until 2010, right? Which is you going to play at coffee shops, you trying to collaborate with people, you putting yourself out there, you doing a lot of heavy lifting to get yourself known. versus you carving out that time on a Monday or a Wednesday every week to make 2 videos. You post 2 videos a week consistently from the same spot in your living room or the same spot in your backyard. You sing covers, you sing covers, you sing your song. You sing covers, you sing covers, you sing your song. It's pretty easy. Like, it's like an alley-oop for you. You just have to really focus and ask yourself, do I really want to be an artist? So if I really want to be an artist, what am I going to do to make it happen? Because no one's going to make it happen for me.
Yeah.
And once you take that approach to your entire artistry, doors will open up for you.
Yeah.
The second thing I would say to you is the beauty of LA and why people move here. I'm from New York, and I moved to Los Angeles for my career 8 years ago. And one thing LA has that nowhere else has is the art of collaboration. People in LA love working together. It's like a thing. They open up their studio to you. They open, oh, let's have a session. Let's write together. Take all those opportunities.
Yes.
Every opportunity you have to collaborate extends you to a new audience that you would never have on your own. So those are my 2 things for you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I wrote all this stuff down. It means a lot to you.
And what's great about what Alex said is, you know, even if you just do 2 songs a week, like Instagram and TikTok are such short form content. Those 2 songs can go so far. They can be so many posts.
And it's not even full songs, right? You can do 30 seconds. You can literally take 30 seconds of a song and sing it, and that's it.
And that's all, you know. And if you want to do the whole song, you can do the whole song and put the whole song on YouTube, and then break it down into sections for Instagram and TikTok. And you have enough content for the whole week. And you just sat and did what you just did just now, like it's a piece of cake, you know?
Right.
So for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So listen, you guys, if you are in the audience and you came to see Beshan, head over to our Instagram at Music Forward, show him love in our polls so that he's one of the artists that comes back in December. Beshan, thank you for that heartfelt performance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And all of you are free to turn off your cameras because we have more talent. Can you believe we have more talent, y'all? Like, hello, Open Mic Fridays is lit. Coming to the virtual stage, we have August T. Come on in, August. Let me tell you guys about August. August T is a singer-songwriter whose music is for the people who feel deeply and hate being vulnerable, so would never express those thoughts out loud. Okay, well, I like that. Okay, they feel deeply and they hate being vulnerable, so they would never express those thoughts. This artist is for you. August expresses those thoughts through song. I love that, August. Don't forget.
Thank you.
Yes, awesome. So tell us about the record that you're going to do today.
Okay, yes. Hi, everyone. My name is August. The song that I will be performing is titled Hi, My Name is August. I wanted to write a introductory track to the world, introducing myself, and also I wanted to write a song that could inspire people who have maybe big dreams. I want to inspire those people to go after their dreams, go after what makes them passionate, and to have confidence in yourself.
Yes.
So yeah, that is the basis of Hi, My Name is August. And thank you guys so much for being here listening. I'm really excited to perform.
Yeah.
tonight.
I love that you said you wanted to introduce your introductory track to the world. Okay, August is
Yes.
not thinking small, baby. We're thinking global out here, and I love that. All right. So without further
Yes,
ado,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am. August T, take it away.
All right. Hi, my name is August, but don't forget the T. Come and sit down to get a glimpse of me. I'll introduce myself nice and slowly. You won't forget me after this poetry. Well, where do I begin? I was born in January, not August. I'm a pretty clever black girl, mind of a genius, that's for sure. And I'm a bit of a weirdo sometimes. I really love to sing, glad it's not a crime. Cause if it was, they'd have to lock me up in the penitentiary. Cause my passion for it exceeds words that can describe it. I just thank God for this gift. I wanna let you know that if you really try it, you'll always win. Please go after what lights you up inside. Go after your wildest dreams. I promise you'll succeed. Just look at me. Nobody can sing like me. Nobody can think like me. Nobody can write like me. I'm the best this generation has ever seen. You call it cockiness, I call it confidence. Just waiting for the world to catch up to me. Always have faith in yourself and believe. Even if you can't see it right now, always stay the course, beats and toes down. It'll pay off eventually. The proof is in the pudding, just wait and see. Always keep the hope, work relentlessly, and your dreams, then you'll achieve. Hi, my name is August, don't forget the T. I'm the best this generation has ever seen. Hi, my name is August.
Yes, come through with the polished vocals. You sound like classically trained almost. Have you ever had any classical training?
Yes, so when I was in high school, I was in two choirs, regular
Okay.
choir and a chamber choir. And my director was very, very serious when it came to excellence. So I come from that very hardcore background of vocal excellence and
Yeah.
classical training, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can totally hear it. Okay, and my last question is, so why is your name August if you were born in January?
My name is August because my parents, there's a lot of significant dates for them that happen in August.
Okay.
For example, my dad's birthday is in August. They met in August. They started dating in August. So it's a very significant month for them.
Nice. My
Yes.
birthday's in August, so at first I was like, "Oh yeah, she's an August baby too," but I was wrong. I love how specific, descriptive, and affirm it. Like you have affirmations in that song. You like said you're like one of the best this generation's ever heard. I was like, you better say that. So I love that. You know that just that confidence that you have. It's beautiful. Don't ever lose that.
Thank you.
All right, industry experts, you two may both turn on your cameras. Come on in. And we will start with you, Alex.
August, great job. Great job. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
Virginia. How long you been singing?
I've been singing probably since I was about 2 years old.
Okay, you're very confident in the way you open your mouth and it comes out. That's why I was asking.
For
Thank
real.
you.
Two things that I would note to you. I love the approach that you were taking on. Did you write this song? You wrote it, yeah?
Yes.
You wrote the song. It's kind of giving like Floetry, Jill Scott, that era vibes. I know that you're inspired by. Just when you're thinking about lyrical content and telling a story, sometimes it's better to be less literal and to get the point across, right?
Okay.
So, and the things you're saying, yes, I got, trust me, we got the story. So if the first half of your song is going to be literal, make sure the second half kind of tells a story in a different way that keeps us engaged without being so on the nail. Other than that, it was great. That's the only advice I have for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that way it can relate to more people too, because it's not so specific, right? So, and I love that advice. Like the first verse, like if since it's your introduction, be specific, and then take them somewhere that they
What you
can.
can remember, so you can make the song about you, but it should be a song that like all girls can relate to.
Yes.
Right? So
Okay.
if the second half is literally you again, it's like, oh, this is just about her, you know, like
Okay.
all girls can be the best of this generation, right? Not just August. So like I think when you're writing your music, even though it's about you, make sure you're writing your music to reach a specific girl or person that's outside of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
No
Great
worries.
advice. Great. Hi. All right, Justin.
No, I love that. Definitely when it comes to writing, you want to try to appeal to the masses. Like the song's definitely for you, and that's the art. But yeah, definitely being intentional in there. Your voice is so fresh. It doesn't sound like
Anybody.
anything I've ever heard of. So definitely dig into that. Like there's something really special there. And then just finding the productions and the sounds that kind of complement your voice, because what's super powerful is about that is you can really hear like that clinical training sound, and from being in a choir and having that, and just bringing that over to the world of R&B or alternative of whatever you're trying to do. Just you can dig into that because it's something completely new. I have
Wide open lane.
Yeah, wide open lane.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, August, what's your question for our experts?
I would love to know if you guys have any advice for up and coming artists who are serious about breaking into the music industry and doing music as their full-time career.
Okay. Whoever wants to go first can take this one.
I'll go. So that's a pretty loaded question, right? Because that involves so many different aspects of music. So are you specifically interested in finding out how to break in, or what to do once you break in, or how to sustain your career? What are you more interested in finding out?
How to break in.
So there's no one size fits all answer for that, but the advice I would give you is to continue to create, continue to write, continue to create, continue to write. Put visuals with your songs, and then promote yourself. Same, I would tell everybody on that's joining today, you guys have something that's so crucial to you that we didn't have. You have social media, and it's a free digital marketing platform. You could put $30 behind a video and let that run every month for $30 and reach people. You can reach maybe not 30,000 people, but you'll reach 1,000 new people every month. And I think part of the daunting experience for new artists is like you see a lot of like overnight success in your mind, but a lot of the people who you see that are successful started 8 years ago.
10 years
5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yes.
So don't feel bad because you feel like you're not doing enough. You have to continue to say slow and steady actually does win the race in music. The overnight successes or the people who are internet famous, you don't see them again after a year. So just continue to keep your craft. I will continue to write music, create music, learn your voice in the studio, learn how you can bring your classical voice into R&B or alternative, learn what works with your voice. But you just have to keep at it. Keep at it. I started writing music when I was 16. So that was like 17 years ago. And I've been doing it for a long time, but I didn't really achieve my initial success until like year 8. You know, so just find peace in that. It doesn't take, it's not overnight, but just believe in yourself and just keep, I know that sounds cliche, but you have to believe in yourself as an artist to keep pumping yourself to create art.
Yeah. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I always say it takes 10 years to make overnight success. So right on the money. Yep. All right, Justin.
I would just to piggyback off that, be okay to fail. I think in this stage is super early, and as artists, you try to be very you critique yourself a lot harder than most people will, and just sometimes, definitely on the early stages, just be okay to just try everything. You don't know really what could take your career to the next level. So just be open-minded with yourself and just be okay to try something and be okay that it might not work out and just try again.
Yeah. Love it. Fail forward. Fail forward.
Always.
Yeah, for sure.
The best advice. Awesome.
Thank you guys so much for the advice, and thank you for the personal feedback. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
Of course. That's why we're here. All right. If you're in the audience and you came to support August T, It's your turn. Show her so much love in the poll at Music Forward, and maybe she'll be one of the artists that comes back in December. August, thank you so much for that performance. And thank you to our experts. All three of you may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, we have one last artist. And then that's it. My God, who else is emotional? No. Coming to the stage, we have Urel B. Come on in. Let me tell the audience about you. Urel Blackshear, better known by his stage name, Urel B, grew up all over South Central LA, but hails Inglewood specifically to be where he represents. The 23-year-old hip-hop MC started writing raps at the age of 13, and by 17 years old, started his own independent music collective and brand, Respect the Real, RTR, in honor of his grandmother. To date, Urel B has 25 records out, a debut album, Demigod, and has stacked up writing and performance credits with numerous artists, including icons Dante Winslow, Ray Chu, and hip-hop icon Nelly. St. Louis is all over this show today. As soon as I see Nelly, I immediately just, because I've been in St. Louis for so long, this is literally Nellyville. Urel B, welcome. Ooh, unmute.
Yes. Hey, how y'all doing?
We are good. Excited to have you and hear you perform.
Yep, I'm excited to be here. I'm really glad. I was trying to perform at the old open mics, but I didn't get a chance to get in. But this time I'm here and I'm ready.
At the first episode of the new season, okay? This was meant to be. So tell us about the song we're going to hear from you this evening.
The song itself is self-explanatory. It's called Groovy. I wanted to make a really, really good feel-good track. I wrote it when I was in college a few years ago, and I had a few different ideas on it. But as soon as I heard the production from my friend at the time, shout out to him, I was like, yeah, this is exactly what the song should be. So the lyrics reflect that, the energy and the delivery reflects that. And of course, whatever I want to do with my music, it's always going to be to uplift people. It's always going to be to make sure that they have a good time. I'm having a good time, and we watch each other have a good time. And that's all it's about.
Love it. All right, well, listen, without further ado, take it away, Urel B.
All right, let's get into it. You can follow me on Instagram at Urel B. That's URAEL and the letter B. We getting straight to it. Being this fresh kill, cause it's so surreal. It's way more than the skills. I got the flavor and drive, the flows that keep you alive. This ain't no facade, I'm just giving you vibes. Something groovy you could bump in your ride. It's my hobby and the main attraction. All this action, I could go start acting. A dabble in fashion. Umbrellas won't stop my reign. I claim the game in hip-hop's name, cause I'm groovy. Why be someone else when I can just do me? You with me now, you better pray you don't lose me. Cause when I make it big, they gon' wanna choose me. You can't fool me, I'm groovy. Hey, this gon' be your jam. This gon' be your jam, This gon' be your jam. This gon' be your jam, I know. This gon' be your jam. I said this gon' be your jam, This gon' be your jam, second verse. My mind a dream catcher. To me, it seemed me dreams is lucid. Fell in love with the music way before I met Cupid. So it would be stupid for me to think this love would fail to no avail and not avail this talent to use it. Man, I didn't choose it. It chose me. I'm not Urel B without a smooth beat. Shout out to God, we keep it groovy. I could relax, but I'm on the attack. Ain't intact, ain't fat, sharper than attack. Destined for meals, right now I'm getting snacks. Self-made, and that's that. Only thing I ever did was the apple on the Mac. Fall up, they wishing I would, but I ain't timber. Young Prince can't wait to be king, just call me Simba. The savior has arrived, but I wasn't born in December. Resurrecting the game so cold as you winter. Hey, I be someone else when I can just do me. You and me now, you better pray you don't lose me. Cause when I make it big, they gon' wanna choose me. You can't fool me, cause I'm groovy, hey. This gon' be your jam. Clap your hands, come on. Clap your hands, come on. This gon' be your jam. I said this gon' be your jam. I know. This gon' be your jam. I said this gon' be your jam. Last verse. When I was told as a youngin' I'd always be something. I keep the heat coming and keep the streets jumping. The way that bass drumming, it got my heart humming. You feel them drums thumping, they got my blood pumping. I'm in tune with the tunes. If I doom coming soon, I'll be up like the moon through the night, keeping my rhymes tight. Ain't got an ounce of fright. There's no defeating me. Repeat after me. Say G to the R-O-O-B-Y. Let your inhibitions down, with your hands to the sky. G to the R-O-O-B-Y. Let the rhythm hit your soul and let your mind fly. G to the R-O-O-B-Y. If they say otherwise, if I'm dead and I say G to the R-O-O-B-Y. I'ma stay this way till the day I die, cause I'm groovy. Why be someone else when I can just do me? Doing me now, you better pray they don't lose me. Cause when I make it big, they gon' wanna choose me. Clap, you can't fool me, I'm groovy, hey. Come on. Oh, I be someone else when I can just do me. Do you with me now, you better pray you don't lose me. Cause when I make it big, they gon' wanna choose me. Yeah, you can't fool me, cause I'm groovy. Thank y'all, I'm your real B. URAEL on the letter B. I appreciate you tuning in, checking me out. Follow me on Instagram. This song is out on social platforms. Your real B, Groovy. Thank you for watching me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, you better take us there. I love that. I love that you gave us a call to action during the performance, like we were actually in the room with you. This gonna be your jam. I said, this gonna be your jam. You know, you had like a really memorable hook section that we can all take away. I'm pretty sure, especially since you're the last artist, everybody in the room gonna be singing that for the rest of the night. So great job. Industry experts, come on in. All right. Justin, let's start with you this time around.
Bro, that song's fire, man. The whole time I was listening, it just reminded me of JID, just the flow and the cadence, but then also putting the like R&B feel into the like really well put together, my guy. You can definitely see the experience too from the performance. Like you said, it's just the call and response, trying to get the crowd involved. And yeah, man, you had me from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree. Excellent job. Alex?
Good job, bro. I think you remind me of a young Lupe Fiasco. The performance value, the voice, just your delivery on it, and the combo of the R&B with rap. Pretty dope. Your engagement is top tier. It's like I felt like you were on a stage, you know, and you always want somebody that's going to perform the same, whether they're in front of 2 people, Zoom, or 1,000 or 2,000. Yeah. So you hit that, bro. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely very polished, you know. I would just say keep doing what you're doing. You on the right track for sure. Definitely supposed to be doing this. So what's your question for our experts?
So my question at first, it was surrounding something regarding passion and making sure that you remain passionate in this business that, you know, wants to suck you dry, wring you out and keep you, you know, down and out. But I actually decided to change my question a little bit. And my question is, at some point in your career, you're unfortunately your worst critic and the only thing in your way. What stage in your career or at what moment did you realize I have to get out of my own way? And what did that look like?
Ooh, y'all come up with the questions. This
is a question. I think Justin tapped on this earlier. No matter what age you are or what point you are in your career, if you're creating art, if you're critiquing art, if your job is to produce and put out art, if you're somewhere along that process of the creation to engineering to releasing to marketing, you're going to be your own worst critique. You have to be hypercritical of yourself. But to your point, there is a line where you have to demark, like, okay, I'm being extra or this is good, right? So it's different for everyone because art is subjective. So what is art to you and what sounds finished to you will never sound finished to me, will never sound finished to Justin, will never sound finished to Lydia. So you have to, you already seem like you have it. You seem like you have a conviction in yourself as an artist, and that's very present as you perform. I just think you have to really hone in on what is good to you, and at what point, what's good to you, and what advice you take from people who are obviously there to help you, what any experts are saying, what engineers are saying. But at the end of the day, you need to know what sounds good to you. And then once you reach that pinnacle with that point of yourself, then you just carry that along the rest of your career.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. And because there's a fine line between like critique and then like self-sabotage, right? So I think that's why this question is so valid, because sometimes we can, if we're not careful, we can enter into that self-sabotage space.
Oh, for sure. Trust
You know,
me, man. I put out an album last year and I mixed it for 5 months. It was done month 1.
Let me tell you.
It was done so this answers your question, right? It was done month 1.
Yeah.
But because I created the whole thing, and I can engineer, and I can produce, and I'm a vocal producer, I would sit and open the sessions and be like, oh, nah, I need this and I need that. And at a certain point, I looked at myself and I was like, you're sabotaging yourself now because it's done. So you'll reach that point where you realize, like, okay, I'm doing too much, and you kind of have to nip that in the bud.
You have to. I have a whole album that I never put out, like earlier on in my career. I never put it out, and then the time has, like, I mean, it's old now. It's like, I feel like it's dated. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But I just, that moment was my moment that let me know, like, okay, you know what? You can never revisit something like that again. That can never happen again, where you sabotage to the point where you don't even release a whole body of work.
Yeah.
And then the moment is over. You're in a new phase, you're in a new place, and it's not relevant anymore. That can be a real thing. So
to piggyback off that, Justin said it earlier, like, don't be scared to fail. But in this instance, you're failing yourself.
Right.
So there's always a balance in how you approach music and how you mentally approach music. So just remember those things, man.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Justin?
Yeah, all those points. I think I've been in this situation so many times where artists will have a song and then it turns into 50 different versions of a song. And it's like, it becomes so difficult. But what I would say is just surround yourself around other creatives that you trust. Just because sometimes, I think there's a saying that it's 2 minds are better than 1. You know what I mean? So as long as you have like a good group of people around you that you trust their ear, that also helps. But also, to bring this all the way home, find a mentor too, somebody that you can kind of confine in and just, hey, this is what's going on in my life. I can't really shake this feeling that I'm getting. I'm hitting writer's block, or the song isn't really just sounding how it's supposed to sound. What can I do? Just having those individuals in your life and a part of your journey definitely can help too. So
yeah, great. All right, Urel, that was an amazing performance. And audience, if you're there and you came to support Urel B, head over to Instagram at Music Forward. The poll is up. Show love. Urel, thank you so much. You, Urel, may now turn off your camera. Industry experts, thank you guys so much for just the gems you've dropped all night long. If you can just leave our audience and our artists with one tip, just one takeaway that you would, give them, one word of advice for their career going forward, what would that be?
I would say, no matter how cliche it sounds, remain consistent, remain persistent, and stick to your focus. It's so easy to lose the focus that we have by all the outside noise, by all the visuals that we're bombarded with. But if you feel that you are an artist, just stick to that path and remain consistent and persistent at it. Yeah,
that's such sound advice.
100%.
Really love it. Justin?
I would just say, enjoy the process. It's beautiful chaos. Really, it really is. It's just like life. There are going to be ups and downs, but as long as you know the why, you're doing this and hold on to that, nothing can stop you.
Man, enjoy the process. I love that. You know, we're all trying to get there, right? And the journey is literally the best part.
Yeah.
So definitely, I love that. Enjoy that part. Enjoy the journey. All right, both of you, thank you once again. You are Music Forward family, Open Mic Fridays family. Now we appreciate your time and commitment to these new artists. Both of you may now turn off your cameras. Once again, I am Lydia Caesar. It is my absolute pleasure to host Open Mic Fridays. Have a great evening. Peace.